Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the fourth chapter of the ninth standard students, the flower. Today we are going to continue with that chapter. I am Kajal and today we will discuss about the sexuality in flowers and other terms. First thing, sexuality in the flowers. In the last term I told you about the parts of the plant that in the parts of a flower, in a flower two type of parts are there, male part as well as the female part. So we will continue with that. So according to the sexuality means male and female part, the flowers are of two type, bisexual flowers and the unisexual flowers. Bisexual or hermaphrodite are the flowers in which the stamens and carpels means male part as well as the female part is present in a single flower. For example, rose, hibiscus, etc. Second thing is known as unisexual flower or incomplete flower. These flowers in which only one part is present in a single flower, either male part or female part. So according to that, they are dividing into three parts, three type of flowers. First is known as male staminate or androecium flowers. Second one are known as a female pistillate, gynasium, and the third one is the neutral flowers. So these are the three type of flowers. First, male part flowers or staminate flowers. In these ones only stamens are present. Androecium or stamen is present, means the male part is present, and in this anther is responsible for producing the pollen grains. That is the main function of the anther. Second one is the female part, female flowers. In this one only carpel is present, means the female part of a flower is present, and in these ones the ovaries is attaching with the ovaries are having the ovules, and after the maturity of a flower these ovules are converting into the seeds. Third one is the neutral flowers. In these flowers both type of reproductive parts, means that may be a male or that may be a stamen or carpel, both parts are not present, means there is a lack of both reproductive parts. That is known as neutral flower. The next thing is that general description of the floral parts. Now four parts are there. First is known as sepals or calyx, corolla or petals, androecium or stamens, and the fourth one is gynasium or carpels. First, calyx part or sepal part. Calyx or sepals are green colored part in a plants in a flower, and they are of two type. First is polysepalous, second one gamosepalous. Poly means they are maybe free, sepals are free now. Mostly 5 sepals are there in a flower, so that may be free. Gamosepalous means they are fused with each other and they are collectively in few flowers there is a second series of sepals are also present that are known as episepals, and collectively both series of sepals are known as apicalyx. Now in few flowers petaloid sepals are also present. Now petaloid sepals means that sepals are not green in color, they are different in color, bright colored sepals are present that are known as petaloid sepals. Now what is the main function of sepals? Sepals are responsible to protect the young flower bud, as well as when they are green they are also responsible for photosynthesis process. So this is their main function. Second one is corolla part or petals. Petals or corollas are also two types, polypetaloids, petalous, or even the gamopetalous. First is poly means they are free petals, and gamo means they are united with each other. Functions. Now petals are brightly or different colored are there. In a rose, a red color. If we talk about only rose plant, sorry, in that pink rose is there, red rose is there, means different kind of flowers are there and their petals are different colored. So petals are different colored and as well as a fragrant also. In that what is the main function of these ones, why the nectar or fragrance is there? To attract the insects for the pollination process, and also these petals are responsible to protect the stamens and carpels, male part and the female part of the flower. Third, now this is the androecium. Androecium is having two subparts, filament and anther, and in the anther pollen sacs are present and their main function is to produce the pollen grains. The androecium are of three types, monoadelphous, diaphyldis or polyadelphous. Mono means in this one the stamens are only united in one group, only one group is there. Diadelphous, they are united into two bundles. Here will be the two separate stamens will be there, and polyadelphous, in that one they are united into several groups are there, several groups of stamens are there. Next, gynasium part, carpal part, or even the female part. Gynasium is consisting of three subparts: stigma, style, or ovary. Stigma is responsible for attracting, or here the pollen grains are landing. Style is responsible to connect the stigma with the ovary. They are here the pollen tube arises at the time of pollination, and they are giving the path for the pollen grains to move from stigma to ovary. And ovary part is containing the ovules, and after the what is the main function of these ovaries? Here the placenta is present, that is responsible for attaching of these ovules with the wall of a ovary. Now, inflorescence or even the placentation. Inflorescence is the mode of arrangement of flower in different ways. In the plants you have seen that different mode of arrangement of flowers are there. Few flowers are present on the tip of the stems that are known as apex of a main stem. Few are present in near the leaves, that is known as axial of leaves. Few are present on the, few are coming equally on equal height from the leaves, that is known as axial of different leaf reaching the same level. So different kind of mode of arrangement is there. Now placenta, as I told you, placenta is a tissue that is attaching the ovules to the wall of ovary. And what do you mean by placentation? Placentation is the manner in which these ovules are attached or arranged to the wall of the ovary. So this was the topic. Hope you understood and also solve the question answers of the chapter. Thank you very much.